from QuickBOLT and Next Tracker. QuickBOLT is up next. Rick Gentry is the VP of Sales for QuickBOLT. Hi, Rick.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for being here.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us this morning, Rick. Good to see you. So QuickBOLT has actually been in business for 33 years as of this year, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about what you think has factored into the company's long-term success?
Yeah, I actually was the first person hired, so I've been here almost all of those 33 years. I think we have good leadership from the top. It's a family-owned company, and 3/4 of our staff have been here for over 10 years. We've got a few over 20-year guys, me included. But we just set out to we have a good culture here. Everything we do is driven by customer service. We want to take care of the customers, make sure their needs are met. Clear communication. We really strive to meet our core values, and we promote them constantly throughout the company and throughout our staff. We meet every day. The whole company meets every day for a short meeting. And I think before COVID, we were doing quarterly events and just kind of keeping everyone on the same page and rolling the same motion. Kind of go with the wheelhouse theory.
Yeah. Wow. Being with one company for close to 30 years is not common these days.
Yeah, I always
on that.
Sometimes I question it, but in the end, I feel like I did the right thing. I'm where I need to be, and I'm where I wanted to be. And when I came here, I wanted to kind of be a pioneer and start something fresh and new, and I got to do that. So it's been a good experience.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of pioneering things, you guys have a product called a micro flashing. So what is that? Tell us about that.
So when we first got into solar, and that's not the right slide, but we had a thank you. We met with one of my friends who worked at Solar City, and we asked him what are all the problems you have with mounting solar on residential roofs. And the few things he mentioned were, well, I hate carrying those big bulky flashing around. I hate lifting shingles. I hate pulling out nails. I know I'm leaving all kinds of holes on roofs. Those are the things that really drive me crazy. So we kind of took our 30 years, at the time, I think it might have been 25 years of experience, said, well, we can solve that problem. We just have to seal that 1 5/16 hole. And so what we did was we created our micro flashing, which I have buried here. But it's basically, as you can see, it's a stainless steel on the back and it's EPDM on the bottom, and it's basically a compression washer. And the way this works is that when our bolt, which is a hanger bolt basically, and it has a collar on it, when that collar comes down onto the micro flashing, it's going to compress it. And as you can see in that picture there, it literally creates a barrier around the entire bolt. So I've heard people say that, well, it's a sealing-based product and it might fail here and there, but what the customers that are using our products know is that it's a mechanical-based seal, and that stainless steel is crushing down the EPDM in and around the penetration, and that's what creates the seal. So if you look at that picture on the left, you can see you have the outside barrier. And we do recommend you put about a quarter-size bead of sealant over the pilot hole. So that sealant will spread out underneath the product, and that creates a barrier as well. And then you can see in that picture on the right where it's compressing the micro flashing in and around the penetration to create the final nail in the coffin where nothing's going to get through that.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have some testing on this and verifying that it is waterproof. And
so we used Intertech Labs. we basically did the ASTM E331, which is one of the tests we believe really sells how watertight it is, and that's where they basically create a chamber and they seal it so you can pressurize it, and they pressurize it up to 30 psi, which simulates being under like 700 feet of water. And after 2 hours of that, if it doesn't leak, then it's considered a pass. And then the other one we did was an ASTM E2140, which is basically where they put it in a trough of water, fill it with 6 inches of water, and let it sit there for, I think, 2 weeks was the period of time.
I've built one of those tests before, back
Yeah.
in my engineering testing days.
And then just recently, we also did some wind-driven rain tests. I can't remember the actual TS number on that. That, along with our, they've been out there for now 8 years on roofs, and have a really good track record of no callbacks. No one's called in our warranty, a 25-year warranty that we have on the product as well.
All right.
So,
and do you use, and we have about 2 minutes left, are you using the micro flashing in different products that you're offering? I see you have it there combined with the traditional flashing also, is that right?
So we do have a couple different products. This did go fast. So, so the first one I showed you was our QB1, and then what we found was there was guys that wanted to use a lag bolt. So we made a modified lag bolt so that the underside of the bolt is going to come underneath the micro flashing, underneath the L foot, and then that is now going to compress the micro flashing to give you the same barrier that you saw in that first slide. And then, you know, lo and behold, there's just some guys that just insist, I've been doing roofing, I know how to do this. There's no way that's going to work. I don't believe you. So then that's when we came up with the mini flashing, which is intended to go up just the first layer. You don't have to pull out the nails. When it's completely done, it's now you have the water's going to go over there. You have this mini flashing that's going to create a barrier, and what's already underneath it, which is the micro flashing, which I already talked about how we know how waterproof that is, and it's passed all of our testing that we've done on it. So it gives you really that good sense of security. We've had, you know, 2 million, there's 2 million out there, and we've had a real good track record. I can tell you more. I will give away free samples to anyone that comes into our virtual room, and I look forward to seeing you guys. I know that Brad's here, so he's gonna say.
You know what that means.
I know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
so
thanks,
we'll
Rick.
send people into the whereby room to chat with you some more. Thanks so much, Rick.
Thank you.